Whether you work on logos, web or app designs, infographics, or other projects, you'll most likely need to save the artwork you create in Illustrator in a file format such as JPEG, PNG, or even SVG, or Scalable Vector Graphics. Illustrator makes it easy to save in any of these formats and more, using Export for Screens and the Asset Export panel. To follow along, open this practice file from the downloadable practice files for this tutorial. So you can see the whole design, choose View, Fit Artboard and Window. A few of the individual birds in this poster need to be saved as graphics to be used on a website, for instance. That means that each of these groups needs to be saved by itself and in a format that's suitable for use on the web. To save artwork, like this bird, you can export content for screens. To do that, choose File, Export, Export for Screens. In the Export for Screens dialog box, you can export either the artboards in the document in formats like PNG, SVG, or PDF, and you can also export individual assets. Click the Assets tab and click the Asset Export Panel button to open the Asset Export panel. You can add individual assets in a document to this panel by collecting them. To export the red bird and the orange bird, make sure the selection tool is selected first. Click to select this larger red bird, press the Shift key, and click the orange bird to select it as well. Drag either of those birds into the top part of the Asset Export panel. When a plus appears, release the mouse button. Each bird is now ready to be exported. Click the orange bird thumbnail to select just that one. By selecting it, you're telling Illustrator you want to export that selected artwork. Lower in the Asset Export panel, you'll see the formats you can export as, including PNG, JPEG, SVG, and PDF. The different JPEG options refer to how much compression is applied to the exported image. In other words, JPEG 100 is the biggest file size and the best looking file, whereas JPEG 20 is the smallest file size but may look more compressed. Select SVG, which is suitable for a website. SVG actually stands for Scalable Vector Graphics, and it's an image file that can be viewed at any size and still looks great. Then click Export to export the image. Choose a location for the image, and click Choose. The SVG image is created. Now you know how to export individual assets from your Illustrator projects using the Asset Export panel. The next time you need to save a logo for a website or save icons for an app, you can use the Asset Export panel to do so. You can close this file without saving by choosing File, Close.